We've had a number of people on the show, all with different stories about why they chose to have vision correction. If it's something you've been thinking about, we've got the information you need to figure out if it's right for you. Joining me now are Dr. Jeffrey Gold, a board-certified and award-winning ophthalmologist and the owner of Liberty Vision, along with Lonnie Herrera, who works in the restaurant business. Welcome, Lonnie. Welcome back, Dr. Gold. It's always good to see you here.
Good to see you again.
Now, you've been doing this now, for many years, and you've corrected surgery for more than 11,000 people. I know that that's something that people really need to consider.
Right. I started doing laser vision correction in 1995 after having already done 50 or 75,000 operations of other kinds. And in this, I've done 11,000 cases.
Experience really counts.
I think it may be the most important, is to check out how many cases the surgeon that you're going to see has done and what his success rate is.
And in your case, this is something you specialize.
Yeah, this is the only surgery that I do anymore. I've done thousands and thousands of cataract operations and all kinds of other eye surgeries, but when I really fell in love with this, I decided to specialize in it and stop doing the other surgeries.
And Liberty Vision is pretty unique because you're really in there. You have hands-on.
Right. It's not a high-volume practice like so many other places. And what that enables me to do is I do the screenings, I do the pre-op evaluation. I have one assistant who handles all the details about getting patients ready for surgery, and she does the custom scan, frankly, because she does it better than I do. And then I obviously do the surgery, and I do all of the post-operative care.
You've had this surgery as well?
Actually, no. I was an early adapter.
Okay.
So in the early 90s, I had radial keratotomy, which was the original Russian surgery, and it actually messed up my corneas. So that later on, when I needed cataract surgery, because I got a little bit older, it was difficult to choose the power of the implant because my corneas were messed up. And laser vision correction does not create that same problem, so that people who have laser vision correction who later on need cataract surgery can be easier managed than I was.
But many professionals in your field actually do have laser vision correction.
Actually, I think we have a graphic that shows some of those statistics, but there's a 4 times greater rate among refractive surgeons among ophthalmologists who have had this surgery. And 35% of people who do this surgery have had it done, 30% of their spouses, 21% of their kids, and 40% of their siblings have had laser vision correction.
So there's quite an age range.
Oh, exactly. The youngest person I will consider for this is 18, but I have to have proof that their eyes haven't changed in about the last 3 years. The youngest person I've ever done was a 19-year-old woman who was fully grown, and her vision hadn't changed since she was 16. The oldest people I've done are in their 70s.
Well, Lonnie is quite young. You've also had laser vision correction. Mm-hmm. What was going on with your eyes?
Well, my vision was pretty bad. I can remember as far back as middle school, that's when I started wearing glasses. And when I came into the hands of Dr. Gold, maybe you can relate if you've been to an eye exam, they make you read a couple of rows. The first row, I couldn't really make it out, which was
it was the big letters, right?
I couldn't really make that letter out.
He couldn't even see the big E when he came in.
Oh my goodness.
And so now his vision is?
2015.
So that probably worried you, didn't it, when you couldn't see even the big letters very clearly?
It did a lot. I was pretty much helpless without my glasses, and that's really what worried me.
So what really motivated you to have laser vision correction?
Mm-hmm. Well, around this time I had 2 pairs of glasses, just in case one pair broke, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And then a couple of weeks later, I accidentally, in the middle of the night, I knocked the other pair of glasses out of my nightstand, stepped on them, broke the frame.
No.
So, so I wasn't really lucky. So then I started wearing, actually, my girlfriend's pair of glasses to drive around.
You were desperate.
I was pretty desperate, and I think she was mad because maybe I looked better in them than she did. I think she might have been jealous. So then my mom was actually concerned, and my mom, she's a very caring woman, and she thought that I should get the surgery. My birthday was coming up, and she said that I should look around for different eye doctors and that I should get the surgery done, and that's what I did.
And which one? You had which correction, vision correction surgery, which one?
The Epi-Lasik.
Epi-Lasik. Very good. And how has that changed your life?
Well, I can see, like I said, 2015.
No more glasses.
Better than 2020. I don't have to worry about knocking my glasses over and breaking them. Also, like just another thing is that in general, when I have time, I try to maintain an active lifestyle. Like for example, I jog to work like 2 miles. I go to the gym whenever I can, and I can remember like just whenever I'm running, sometimes the glasses would have to slip down, and I would have to keep pushing them up. And whenever I played soccer too, I like playing soccer. When the weather's nice, and sometimes I would get slammed in the face with a soccer ball. So I stopped wearing glasses. But then obviously without my glasses, I can't really see, so that I can't play sports. That affects that part of my life.
It really has improved your quality of life, hasn't it, Lonnie?
It certainly has.
What's the difference between Epi-Lasik and LASIK, Dr.
I think
Gold?
we have a graphic that shows that pretty well. You can see in the picture on the left, there's no cutting of the cornea happening. In the picture on the right, which represents LASIK, the cornea has been cut open and a flap folded back. I think we have a closer image of that. The white object is a non-cutting separating device, which uses physics to separate off just the surface cells, and those are called epithelium, and that's why the procedure is called Epi-Lasik. Incredibly safer than LASIK because there's no cutting. And I can show with this model what the actual LASIK cut does. The cornea is cut and a flap is folded back. The laser correction happens in the bed that remains, and then the flap lays back down. The edge seals overnight, but we've discovered for sure in a report that came out in 2011 that from here to here never fully heals. So for the rest of their lives, people who have had LASIK, if they get poked in the eye just wrong and that flap comes loose, they've got 1 hour to find me to fix it. Otherwise, they're going to need a corneal transplant.
Lonnie,
so I've given that up. I only do Epi-Lasik now.
Lonnie, were you worried about something going wrong when you decided to have this?
Yeah, I was really worried. I was actually talking to a friend about it right before the surgery, and he wears glasses, and he said, I don't think I could ever go through with that because I'm afraid that I might, something bad would happen to me, because I guess it does have its risks. But I just thought, I can't live life in fear. I didn't want to wear glasses. I didn't like wearing contact lenses either. That was very uncomfortable for me. So I thought I'd try it out. And when I met Dr. Gold, he made me feel very, very, very assured, feel that that everything was going to go fine whenever I came in to meet with him. And fortunately, everything went great.
That's great.
The people who have Epi-Lasik don't really have to worry about whether they get poked in the eye later on, because if they do, it's no more hazardous than if they got poked in the eye before they had their surgery done.
Very good. We're running out of time here, but I did want to let people know that you have a special offer for Connecticut Style viewers, a $200 discount for each eye, as well as all first responders, active duty and retired military first responders. Also, if you want more information on Epi-Lasik, all you have to do is contact Dr. Gold at Liberty Vision in Hamden or visit libertyvision.net. And you can also find Liberty Vision on Facebook. It's always good to see you, Dr. Gold. And Lonnie, thanks so much.
Thank you.